This is for Korea, Japan, Taiwan, certain parts of North America. I'm gonna tell you just like this, and I'm gonna tell you just like this. Literally, certain parts of North America, also Asia. And I'm gonna just tell you just like this. You know, you think about everything I said on my documentaries. James, one, I want to say I never had nothing against Emily Herminia, really, but she did something wrong to her family a certain type of way when it came to her family's energy. A person says, "What are you speaking about?" Emily Herminia messed up. It's like if a family listen, if a family send you to school, they send you to school to go learn. If a family do something for you, they send you for you, they could be okay. The reason why they send you for your education, they could be okay. It's like going to school for years and then nobody bothering you a certain type of way for years because they want your because other people are thinking about the world and want to do something for tomorrow for their view, and for they don't have to feel like they're worried that they're losing their life or time is being wasted, where if somebody needs something, there's people that know sensibility in their conscience that could do something for another day, for tomorrow, instead of just being abused or used, right? Now listen to this. Now, Emily, I'm gonna be real with you. When you did what you did when I was over there, and I'm speaking about a certain type of individual. I mean, so you already know. I'm gonna be real, and I already done told other individuals because I'm seeing other individuals come over here. I already told you, you know, me being Zeus, even your dream individuals, your too cool individual in all type of situations. I already done told you I'm not gonna refine you a certain type of way. You know, you too cool with glasses. Even my wife Helen. I'ma also be real. Yo, listen. I don't want to shout out the dream gods a certain type of way, but I'll say Hermes. All of you, listen to what I'm gonna say because there was a dream that I had that was beyond serious. A person says, "But you know, you the original. I'm the original of all situations." Yeah, but I'm gonna just tell you the dream that I had. Now, before I get to the dream, I want to say one more thing. James, I think you already knew that I was Zeus. You know, James, one day we stood over there on Flatbush. You made me take pictures. Click, 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 click. I was taking pictures for you. You already knew that I was Zeus. So your legacy and lineage into the reason of your family a certain type of way, they knew that they have no excuse. So everything that they did was malicious intent towards you. Because if a person had you look at me funny and thinking that you were better than me, I'm the reason why you were even born and even alive. No matter even if they shipped you and moved you to another planet, even if you were getting in pussy, like you you had to be one. I was really self-controlled when I had you a certain type of way, and then on top of it, in the paradigm, I'm the only reason your whole legacy and lineage, even down to the vitalness, the way you even look, to your conduct and structure, even Nas, or even Nas the rapper, literally also. I just threw him in there just for you could really acknowledge what I'm saying. And then Sham, if you hear me, yo Sham, you already knew I was your dad, my nigga. So it has nothing to say. I have nothing to say. You hanging out with John, all them niggas. If you ever see this, none of y'all niggas had excuses in any type of situation. So any little funny situation, you Patsy, any of them felt funny type of way at a time, that was y'all that did it to yourself. That had nothing to do with me. And when I tried to keep it real with y'all, I ain't gonna say y'all ain't try to keep it real with me. But obviously, I knew at the time y'all considered what was going on with me. But I'm gonna tell you just like this, it could have been different. And then what already, I'm gonna be real with you, what already Sha Vegas did when he did that in my crib and the sneakers, you should already knew from right then and there. You should have forgot about everything right then and there, because once he did that with the sneakers, it's like there's no need to hang out. There's no ha-ha joking about certain things when a person's looking at you like they already want to catch a case with your whole family in situations. And then I'm going to tell you just like this. You see Jigga, Jigga, and Reggie on 39th between J and K Dig. care about me neither. So they used to just do funny things. A person want to claim to be, oh, I knew him, this and the other thing that they knew me when I was dying. It'd be a scary thing to know that them niggas knew anything a certain type of way if they ever found out anything in their education a certain type of way with their type of mentality. A person says, why? Because Reggie already did wrong to me a certain type of way. The rest of the family a certain type of way where individuals acknowledge they already knew what was going on. So I don't even want to speak about certain things, but I'm just gonna tell you, just listen to what I'm saying and then think about this. You see, I can show you my bag a certain type of way with my hood, but I'm gonna show you this. A person says, you know my face, you know how real situations are, and then literally, and it's really me. My DNA, I guarantee you, my DNA already proved it in over there at a certain time and stuff. My DNA already provided the evidence a certain type of way at a certain time. So I'm gonna just tell you just like this. I already know. I'm happy. I'm happy about the situation, but a person makes you do certain things to yourself. Listen, what would confuse a person's reality at a time? This is something I just seen. I'm gonna just say, what confused the person's reality at a time? Did you already know something a certain type of way, and then somebody had you do something to yourself? What's the endangerment that you're already putting yourself in a certain type of way when you do certain things? Another person to make you feel like you should want certain things a certain type of way. But why are they guiding your conscience? Because once you get rid of your conscience, how much time is that person gonna have if I consider, if something happens to me this time, it's all gone. But back in the days, if I was saving myself in a paradigm of time, how much time did another person have trying to fuck you over at a certain time sequence, trying to get your information for 30 something years? So you think about that. That's all I can tell you, because if a person didn't do it right then and there up front because they seen that nothing's happening to me a certain type of way, when would they go for guarantee if they knew something was happening to me or something happened to me, when would they have went and back in time and then tried to fuck you over or fuck the family over a certain type of way? It's like, listen, if I go and I sit in a person be like, it's like, I'm more than the double. I'm triple point oh. I'm triple point oh. You gotta look at it triple point oh point. That's how you gotta look at the situation. But I'm gonna be real. If I'm a person, listen, another person doesn't like that I can speak even with an accent of beyond English a certain type of way. So they already be mad at the situation. People wouldn't even want me visiting a certain type of outskirts of Russia a certain type of way. So I don't even have to tell you, because if Confederacy is all me, but I'm gonna tell you in other ways I know what I'm speaking about. But I'm gonna just say just like this, man. If a person was fucking you over or fucking your conscience over, how were they doing it? Then on top of it, I already seen my wife she was already on the shows in life looking and showing me the beef that she have. And then on top of it, she already showed me what she want to do a certain type of way. And then I said, oh man, I don't want to get into it. I'm a person, I would never be ruined a certain type of way. That's what I'm going to say. And I don't, and the flagrant cause is a scary thing to hear for other people, but it's just like, I don't want to hear certain things. And then on top of it, a person that does it a certain type of way, what are they trying to cause a certain type of way to a certain acknowledgement of one's harmony, of the reason why certain things are done a certain type of way. So, I don't want to say nothing. You have to figure it out what I'm speaking about for yourself one day. But I'm going to just tell you just like this. You see, James, y'all knew that I was. So it's just like, I know you had the even feeling, and then a person knowing that down to the vitalness or the value of this situation, of how they try to demoralize your value already, is a scary thing, because the things that they'll give you a certain type of way, or the things that you'll reflect on a certain type of way, is only because the love that I have for myself, and then the want of consciousness, because another person says why they admire individuals so much, because I'm more, you listen, my habitation is wonderful, man. And my athleticism, if I was in the Olympics, people wanted to give me diamond trophies and gold. It was like a gold diamond was what needed to be given to me, or platinum, gold, emerald, diamond. That the way I used to wear individuals out in the Olympics. And I'm gonna tell some shorties, yo, listen. I was watching something, right? When a person is stretching, and as you get an age, a certain type of level of your age, as you get older, when you stretch, you do handstands, you tilt on your handstand, you go like you're going backwards, like you see how people spread their legs like a split, but you tilt, you bend your legs, you tilt your legs backwards, then you bend your legs towards you like you bend it towards your stomach, but straight up. Bend your back a little bit, and then next thing you know, you literally kick out one leg or both of your legs like you're doing a backflip, but you go forward, and then after that you go back again. You bend back again, the same position you were in. Then you kick out one leg like you stretching straight. Then the other leg like bent forward towards your stomach. Then you before you even do that, you bend both your legs and you just stretch a little bit to your left. Well, just stretch to your left, and then straighten yourself a little bit, pivot a certain type of way, and stretch right back to your left. And then next thing you know, I'm gonna tell you just like this. Then you bend one leg to your stomach. Then you kick out your leg like you doing, instead, you know how you kick your front, but you stretch your leg like you doing a split, and you go backwards. The one is looking like a lunge, but a lunge that you if you kneeled on the floor, and then next thing you know, you turn yourself towards the left. You turn yourself towards the left, and then you slowly balance your arms a certain type of way. If you're doing stretches, that's how I would do it, because I'm just being real with you. I'm just telling you how real the situation is. And then other people, when you're doing flips and you on the mat, and you're doing flips, you gotta either land like in a lunging position, or prepare yourself to land in a lunging position, or prepare yourself to land in a crouching position where you could control your balance if you land a certain type of way on your tippy toes, but not too much on the tippy toes, because you don't want to land on your toes exactly. You want to land on the heel of your front heel of your foot without hurting your toes. And then if you're doing flips, you might sometimes, if you're really into real momentum, you lunge, but watch how you lunging, because you gotta put your if you lunge a certain type of way when you flipping, and you're gonna catch a bounce, like you land in a certain type of way, you kick out like you're doing a sweep a certain type of way. So when you could fix yourself, it's not fucking up the movement, so you fix yourself, but you tilt your foot, like you're doing a sweep, so you tilt your foot this way. You see what I'm talking about? You tilt your foot this way. You don't do it like this where you hurt your toe still. You tilt your foot this way. So this way, even when you landing, it's like you didn't hurt your foot, and it's like if you were landing something, you landed automatically, and it's like wow. It's just like a wow, and you still securing yourself a certain type of way, and then you wow. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you're a person. You know what I'm saying? The person's looking at your situation, and you just wow. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta know exactly what to do a certain type of way, right? But I'm gonna be real with you, James. I know you knew what was going on with me a certain type of way, or you had a feeling you probably didn't know. No, Lord knows whatever happened to an individual when individuals wanted to do it. Like, it's just like individuals wanted individuals to be violent all day. I don't tell you to be violent. My habitation at the time was so detrimental and serious. It wasn't supposed to be violent, because a certain thing in life is sacred, and it's not to show off for individuals. And a person thinks, and for your life, James, all you got to think about at a time is just your education. You don't got to think about nothing else but your education. So a person tells you good to work out, but it's better for your education because the first workout is one's consciousness, then it's physical. But I'm gonna tell you how real the situation is, right? Now, Emily, like I told you before, is what you did to your family because it's just like what Justine did one time. I love Justine regardless because the way she treated me, and I know the reason why she acted the way she acted. It was off of certain vibrations of other individuals at time because their intentions, and I seen what she was intaking for herself, and then it made me even think about what was really going on a certain type of way. So I just don't say nothing even at the time. So a person wonders like what's going on. A person says they already need habit, like how can I say, nourishment for their conscience, for their physical to be okay, because a person says the reason why another person hired you is because they wanted nourishment for their conscience, for they could view, and then the things that they want to do, they disrespected their own family by having certain intentions because another person doesn't know their really family history a certain type of way, and I do. But disrespecting your own family with certain intentions, and then you're not the purity of the family, and then things that the individuals would do is they would be already wrong for the things that they did a certain type of way. So I don't want to say nothing because another person says even putting hands on me a certain type of way, as the day situation of the day, I felt sorry for you because I made my wife, and 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 the family would have looked at situations another type of way because another person can't let you get to the vitalness of their consciousness, and then a person lashing out a certain type of way in reality because of other conduct of other individuals socially, of things that happen. Just like the people, it's just like if your homegirl is making you jealous, you don't get mad at me and lash your own consciousness. It don't make no sense. That's your homegirl that did that. You might, okay, a nigga might be her consciousness also, but why hurt yourself? Because you reflecting before her, so it's like hurting yourself. So whatever confusion or hurt or feelings that you had in your life, you did it to yourself because I'm the real beginning of your existence. And then you lashing at me is lashing yourself. It's going to cause confusion and stagnation. And then other individuals never been through something like that for a person to hurt themselves. And a person will know the difference in their habitation instantly in the physical reality. So, it's just how you treat yourself a certain type of way. And I even try to be real with you because a person said I spoke to you one day and I told you, no, it's a good thing you might be with the other dude. The guy name is Rob. Then I told you, I was like, yo, it's a good thing you might want to be with the guy or whatever, so this, that, and the other. Hey, you robbed yourself already, It was evident just off the vibrational speech and in the way a person goes about their conduct every day. But I don't have to say anything. Another person thinking they know something. I tell individuals, hey, me, I don't play around with people. I don't. I don't. How can I say this? Lollygag with individuals. I don't belittle myself. So individuals have to know what's really going on, and then another individual, I just tell them like this: at a point, another person knew who I was, and they just wanted to go off of their spoiled, well, not the elders a certain type of way, but other people spoiled intent of other younger generations, or younger generations that thought they were intellectual, that just was living of of off of propaganda, So, a person, that's all I'm gonna say. And back to what I was saying to you, back to Emily. And listen, James, I still feel there's other things I want to say, but I don't want to tell you yet. But I'm gonna be real. Emily is what you did when you were dishonest to me. You hurt yourself and your whole family for a paradigm of time, and nobody needed that type of confusion because another individual at a high point, and even of the physical reality, all they're really looking for is a form of comfort and love. They're not looking for hurt or show off, or individuals causing abuse a certain type of way. Because once you be negligent to your reflection of your value, of the reason of your existence, it's like causing physical abuse to your own consciousness and to your own physical. So if you never really wanted that for your family, or for your quality of your existence, of your comfort, then you should have thought about that. That's all I can say. And I'm gonna just say just like this. This the rest of the things I'm gonna say is for Japan, Korea, North America, Taiwan, Asia, and certain parts of India. I'm gonna just say just like this. I had a dream, right, the other night. Now think about this. Pardon me for this, but I'm gonna just show you something. I'm gonna show you how real this is. Look, a person says, "How nice are you?" I'm beyond nice. But I had a dream. Don't get you thinking about the die too much, and another person is realizing a certain type of thing, and they're mad because I'm the magi star of all love, and I could provide you the evidence. Anyway, like as I said, man, I'm gonna just say just like this: to Korea, Japan, India, certain parts of North America, certain parts of America, certain parts of Asia. Like I said, the title, as I said, I had a dream the other day, right? Now you be careful because somebody else is watching me a certain type of way. I had a dream the other day, right? Don't get too involved in it. You know what I'm saying? I had a dream the other day, and I don't know. It's probably because where I'm going to, because I want to go to. I don't know if I'm going to what third world country I want to go to. I don't know if I want to go to a person of Latin America, Hispanic. I don't know if I want to go. I'm not going to DR. I know that for a fact because I was already in Haiti, and then I didn't get to DR, so I'm not going over there. So it don't make no sense. So how can I say this? I don't know if I would go to. I don't know about Puerto Rico if I would go there. I wanted to always go there, but I didn't. I ain't going to Puerto Rico a certain type of way. If I do, I don't know. Probably one day. If I do, I don't know. I'll probably be from somewhere else. But all I'm gonna say just like this: if it, and also if I decide to go to Colombia, I really want to go to Colombia, but I don't know if I don't know. I'm not quite sure yet, but I'm quite sure that I'm going somewhere though. But I'm gonna just say just like this, right? I had a dream the other day, right? This girl, something happened to her. Now, everybody listen to what I was speaking about. Everything I'm saying is everybody should consider this. I had a dream about this girl, and she was like she looked like a Latin indigenous girl a certain type of way, right? But she don't look Latin indigenous. Like you would never be able to tell that she's a Latin indigenous girl or something. But she looked like she could be even. Anyway, everybody hear what I'm saying. And you know what you should know what I'm speaking about. I'm gonna just say just like this. The girl was already put in like somebody did something to her, and then they put her in like a sack. It was like a cover sack, like a person that used like a sheet, but it was like a sheet cover sack, and then the girl looked like she was passed out, and I'm like, I'm looking at myself like, hey man, like, hey man, that would never happen a certain type of way. I know that for a fact. So, in the paradigm of time, I know, but it's like, either way I look at it, no matter what time sequence, any type of way I look at it, but I don't care what another person does, what another person tries to do at a time because of their funny intentions or whatever. I'm gonna be real. I had a dream about a girl, right? And you see all the girls that I was speaking about, listen to this dream because, even though every girl out in the world should listen to this, I had a dream about this girl and they put her like in a sheet sack. But she looked like my wife a certain type of way. But she was like the real more slender version. And I don't deal with slim girls. My wife was never slim in any type of way. Like, even if my wife was thick, she wasn't thick falling off. Like she was well voluptuous thick. I'm just gonna say just like this. But I had a dream about this girl. Like they put her in a sheet sack, and then they went to go dump her somewhere, and then it's like they wanted to go do. They waited till I was there. So as I'm moving, I'm like, yo, listen, what the fuck? Yo, this girl, I'm like, I can't do nothing to this girl. So then the girl, she came back alive and stuff, right? She goes, and she's like, haha. She looks at me like she blamed me and stuff. Like, it's all because of you. And I'm like, all because of me, all because of you. Because they already had on a sack sheet before I got there something. She already did something already for another person to really be mad. So another person ain't gonna react unless they ain't measure the situation to know how real it was. So they put her in like a sack sheet. So when when it looked like the ambulance came, the ambulance dropped her like it looked like, and then Shorty started walking. But you know what she did? Her ignorance, it's like she kept on going somewhere else. But we making it's like in the dream, it was a real different dream. We making moves a certain type of way, and then as I'm trying to get my handle on the situation, and I'm looking at the situation, and I try to like pick a person up a certain type of way, right? And then there was I don't know if I don't think it was other girls. It was another guy or something. I'm not too sure, but I think it was another guys or something. And then the dream was weird, but it's like the girl that I seen in the dream. I had to tell individuals, be very careful, because this is what the video was about. It's like, be very careful to the things that you're doing or the decisions that you're making and the moves that you're doing. Because I'm going to tell an individual like this, even down to, you heard me speak about element eyes, like sky eyes, speak about things of consecration, even sky mountain eyes, a mountain, a jewel eye of a mountain jewel eye. Just like you see how Lord of the Rings have funny situations, you'd be surprised. But you see how Lord of the Rings tried to cause the entrapment that day I was by McDonald's or going towards that direction over there, right? You see how the Lord of the Rings wanted to blame me for the quality of them fucking up the jewel, and they tried to cause a certain type of entrapment to an individual. They try to cause a certain type of entrapment to an individual, a certain type of way, a certain type of way. I tell you just like this, man. Being real. I tell you just like you see how they try to cause an entrap. Oh, you see. You see, you see how they try to cause a certain type of entrapment, a certain type of way? I'ma just be real with you. Because they try, how a person does something wrong and then they want to put it on somebody else and say they're following somebody else's physics for something that happened a certain type of way. And they say it was not, then be careful of people that purposely go out there, know they did something in a certain pattern and they try to make me follow the pattern like they want to blame me. So don't be careful. That's why I was speaking about entrapment. All this time I'm speaking about, that's the things I'm speaking about. So be very careful before somebody try to blame me before certain things that they already did on their movies, their movie sets, and they set their physics. You understand? If it was like a movie set and the physics, They set their physics already, and they constantly had it in rotation on the literal screen of television. So don't try to make it seem like it was me doing something and they were repeating. It's like another person was trying to make sure that something precisely happened. Once you start seeing people doing that, that means they're doing the wrong type of conduct. You know, I'm just being real with you. I don't give a fuck. Yo, listen, you gunshot yourself because you ain't gunshot me with a ladder. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real a certain type of way. So I'm just telling you how real it is. And me, how you know what I don't even have to tell you nothing a certain type of way to know the things I'm speaking about. So you know, be very careful when it comes to me because I'm already been real. Another person, and let me tell you something. Another thing that happened. You see your train conductor. The other day I was crossing the bridge and I said the Mayans were gonna pay for something because I said, yo, listen, if another person is over here banging on my head and then they try to be like, yo, Enoch, you Enochian and all type of stuff, and then because I'm Bambi, I'm gonna be real. I said it to myself that I said the minds are gonna pay a certain type of way because of the things that was happening in my social economics. A person says, why did I have that feeling? That feeling came out of nowhere when I was crossing the train tracks. I don't know what type of conduct another person's doing. I don't know why a person's honking their horn a certain type of way. I don't know nothing about a certain type of situation. All I know how I felt precisely when I was crossing those train tracks. And it's like the feeling just jumped inside of me instantly, like, yo, listen. And I was like, yo, listen, man, you know something, man? I don't know the intentions another person has because they want to be ball grease and balls deep in people, and then they mad because they magic and all type of thing, and they try to keep it. I don't got time for your one-track plan for another individual fucking y'all up a certain type of way and then trying to manipulate the physical reality. You see what I'm talking about? You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised about, yo, man. Oh, wow. Yo, listen, the way individuals try to manipulate their physics because individuals are mad, and it be an bison situation. So, you know, good stroking for you, China. Yeah, yeah. You and your bison or your element homeboy, when you decided with your element homeboy, started doing their own thing, and then your little elf, your little China, and then, you know something? Jean-Baptiste, m'a besoin de un Yemen. Super pour from the man because I don't give a fuck about your little elf crew or your little elf. I don't know who it was because they didn't want to show their face or their head. You should see another picture. I didn't speak about it. You see Jean-Baptiste? Anyway, people try to kill me. You know, people try to kill me what was it? The Baptist, John the Baptist Hospital, and I'm the real John the Baptist. People tried to kill me in my own hospital in New York a certain type of way, just because it had my name. They tried to give me an injection. They tried to give me medication, and I was looking at them like, yo, they handcuffed me to a fucking bed, like it had to happen to me, like I had to die. I'm looking at individuals like, you got science. It's just like, how about this? Let's be real, America. If you don't eat for like 2 or 3 days and don't drink no water for 2 or 3 days or a week, and you pass out and die, say you like 50 or 40 years old of your age, you don't know nothing about mythology, what goes on with your anatomy a certain type of way. You don't know if you were even meant to live a certain type of way. How about if you pass out and die, and then wake back up because another person, I happen to come over and give you, I do something and then you wake up, or I give you some water or feed you the nourishment that you needed, and then you feel strength, rejuvenated, and you wake up, and you could have been passed out almost dead, or probably even people probably would have thought dead because you didn't have the refinement to the natural vibrational current or frequency of your harmonical vibe to your, and you, pardon me because my fingers, look at my fingers right now. You see right now? I'm holding something a certain type of way, and this is happening. So imagine if I didn't give you a person of even your light anatomy couldn't save you, because it takes real refinement of reflection of value that the earth really recognizes for the earth could even think about giving you a vibrational pattern to save your life. Literally, if you think you listen. You ever drown in a pool or drown in water? A person resuscitates you, right? You ever see people get resuscitated, they couldn't make it? Depending on who did it sometimes. And then on top of it, depending on who was watching it. If I'm telling you this, I must have seen a lot of it, right? You know, the only way you repair your anatomy is because I'm alive, right? So imagine if you're like 40 or 30, 20 years old, 50 years old, and then you pass out from not eating or something. And then everybody thinking you dead because your heart beats weak. You understand? Your heart beats weak. You don't know your anatomy. My wife could have been the reflection of me and my wife is the reason of your existence. You could have been living like 400 years, 500 years, but if you didn't know your dietary habit. But then you pass out, and then I come and I resuscitate you a certain type of way, give you the nourishment, and then it brings your heartbeat back. Why don't everybody say how come you ain't live? Why you living? Why ain't you die? Why don't a cop that turns 20 years old, why don't they try to kill a cop? You've been living 20 years! You've been living 20 years! How the fuck you still alive in America? You lived 20 years under some savages! Why the fuck you alive? Well, nigga, I'm alive because I educated you. But why don't everybody turn around and ask y'all, why the fuck y'all been living 15, 10, 20 years around a bunch of people that's savages and cannibals that just want to eat meat? Or were you just preserving the warmth of their dick a certain type of way? You think about that because, listen to this. There's not supposed to be other dicks here, so other chicks ain't giving me pussy. So I don't know what you consider. I don't know. I don't know if is your stink between your legs. I don't know. 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 Shit. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck you preserving, but I'm just saying, if you live in 20, 15 years, and police or scientists, if you have a scientist like 40 years old, 50 years old, how the fuck is he alive? You playing with all that type of chemistry all your life. How the fuck are you alive and you ain't died from a disease, from your ignorance, from not even believing in certain things of your higher consciousness? How the fuck are you alive? So it's like, I'm gonna ask you why the fuck you alive? Because once I start asking you that, my wife is gonna start thinking like, yo, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? For real. So it's like, why the fuck you alive? Why the fuck you passed out, went to sleep, and woke the fuck up? Why the fuck them niggas bust your ass and then they ain't kill your ass? Why the fuck you got up? Why the fuck you alive? 20 years past, why the fuck you ain't died? It don't matter. Listen, I could live 5,000 years because I'm supposed to. I'm in this fucking earth. I could tell you what the fuck is going on. You can't tell shit. You gotta fucking learn to talk shit. Because what you don't see, another person? See, I'm speaking reality. Ralph and JL speaking reality, real value, real intellect, real light. You learn, and it's like, it smells like your breath is talking shit because I just teach you how to brush your fucking teeth. I don't even got, listen, I could brush my teeth and still drool gold, motherfucker. So why the fuck you alive? 20 years, 30 years going by, 40 years? Shit, for some of your ignorance, shit even made it past fucking 10. Should have took a look at your bitch ass and like, yo, you look like you're fucking get the fuck out of here, man. You know? Another person, I don't got time for fucked up current. We could tell in the element was fucked up inside because another person don't give a fuck. You looking at a person, they think they got money. I'm looking at niggas like, I don't even say that. It's just looking at niggas like, oh, bitch. You notice me? When I was around and I was driving, I ain't look like none of these niggas. I ain't look like none of these niggas. Oh, fuck about you. Yeah, fuck you. So why the fuck you alive? 15, 20, 30 years going by, fuck you alive. Why ain't somebody ask you that? Why the fuck you been around all these guns all that time and you fucking alive? What the fuck are you doing? Yo, listen, man. I just tell the military niggas, yo, listen. Obviously, he wants to know what life is really about. Pop a shot at the nigga one time and see if he live. That's it. Yo, listen. If you can make it through this and you want me to go kill my conscience, let me shoot you. If you wake the fuck up, then you figure out why the fuck you got the fuck up. Because why the fuck yo, listen. All that science you learn about mythology, things before you learn a level of science that you're learning to show you your education and the physical reality, and anatomy, light, and then you fucking still quite, yeah, yo, man, you know, America, I'm sorry, man. I didn't know you had some, I didn't know y'all voting for power, man. You're good for you, man. You know, here you go. There go your subway again, you know? A nigga that I just want to just catch, yo, it's like I want to flip, cartwheel, slap the nigga in his face, drop, spin, kick the nigga, drop, yo, listen, all, it's kicks, I want to give you straight musu, nigga, straight musu I want to do to you all day. If it's not musu, my nigga, is a straight, yo, it's straight, I would call it Thai boxing what I'm going to do to you. My nigga, the style I'm going to hit you with, if you continue a certain type of way, if I run into your conduct a certain time, I'm ready. International security should be skeptical about this situation, because if I run into your conduct, my nigga, it's gonna be straight styles you never seen before. It's gonna look like, yo, listen, it's gonna start, it might start off a little barbaric, and then we just gonna get into the flurry of situations with your ass. That's what I feel like. That's for real. I don't know how international security feel, but that's what I already feel like. So ahead of time, I know what I'm speaking about. But the earth already told me, be gone with your ass, bitch. Because I never been, yo, listen, I ain't the reason, another person says, you looking for the whole, I am the holy, but I ain't the cup you drink out of. Like, yo, listen, if you thinking I was Victor in them, wonders why I don't have teeth like that. But I'm going to tell you something. If you're looking for an individual like the Holy Grail, then you need to go to Christ's ass, because I said, this is the sipper that killed his mother and shit. I was like, yo, this nigga on some sip here, you got this and the other, watching the nigga pockets at a time. And I'm looking at niggas like, yo, in Bison, yo, listen, other people that already wanted to fuck, you know, I was Emperor Ching. So other people that already wanted to kill me when I was Emperor Ching a certain type of way, that wanted the I Ching document. So you think about that. A person says, why? Because you ever heard the story of me? I'm the real Zeus. Another person says, are you Hades? Or a person's trying to call me High Mountain. Oh, well, yeah, I'm not Hades a certain way. I'm Solomon, but a person wanted to call me High Mountain. One person says, why? Because my wife knows what's going on and what I'm speaking about. But yeah, you can refer to me a certain type of way, but another person wanted to live vicarious so my wife could wake up, you know, in the house, and it was another inner point of enlightenment. This goes back to the 300 story, what I'm speaking about. But, you know, while I was Zeus also. So they wanted me to wake up, and I was an Asian man. So they wanted my wife to wake up, and I was also setting the legacies and lineage to the reason of me having a crown of all social economics, because you learn mythology in a region that even had a geographical graph of all points and altitude and degrees of all physical reality. So yes, my crown is wonderful. So you don't worry about it. So I'm just gonna be real with you. So another person's wondering, so that Bison nigga that wanted just to live vicariously as wanted my money because his fucking rags edge blade and shield short stink jokes. It's just like one day we went camping and then I woke individuals up that almost killed Seti. And then I came and I seen a nigga smoking. Just had how this nigga smoking, and I'm looking around like cooler than the motherfucker, and this nigga's getting the situation dirty and shit. I said, yo, you know, probably probably it should be on camera for the witnessing or what already killed niggas. A certain type of way. That's what I felt. That's how I felt, because another person, like, when I was on Flatbush, we're on Flatbush on the straight strip. And if I was walking anywhere, it was always by trees. So you keep about your carbon dioxide, and then you think about what the earth really needs a certain type of way. And you think about the reason a person's filtering his wife's situation, and then you think about the reason I can make it rain, nigga. So anyway, it's just funny about situations about certain things, because a person says, what happened? Or breast is supposed to build up in my wife, and people trying to jokes and cause jammy pussy, like jello jammy pussy gook to my wife pussy, and I'm not supposed to be stressed, and I'm walking around, and who was getting the, fuck, yo, listen, you ever seen the liquid pool? You seen your homegirl with that cologne commercial, and she's touching the neck, that serpent bitch? That serpent bitch with the fucking, she's touching the neck and she's just like, and then she was on the other commercial with the fucking metal bracelet and it turned into a fucking serpent. Listen, you think I'm stupid? Yo, listen, I know your Christian Dior girl that tried to change her look after she tried to take a piss in the gold pool and shit while the pyramid niggas was looking to fucking finish and murder that bitch because you're slight Shabbat, you're slight Seth. Fuck out of here, man. Fucking lizard neck. You're fucking, or you Adam, I don't know, Adam Sandler, or your Tachyon. What the movie with the Tachyon with them? That's the lizard. That's the ones. The fucking lizard niggas. The guy nigga look at me. Hey, how the fuck do I know it's you, nigga? Yo, man, that shit is fun. That a funny. You ever seen that nigga Geico? The nigga said, yo, listen, the nigga on the fucking table in the restaurant. Oh, this hot, man. It's hot. Yeah, it's hot, nigga. They're pissed on you, nigga. You can't even change. They fucking put you in the hospital already. Told you colorful meat, nigga. Fuck wrong with you? They had you in fucking Kings County on colorful meat. I was like, get the fuck out of here, man. You're savages. Savages that cook the vein. Yo, listen, I ain't never seen no shit like that before, man. Wow. That's it. Yo, listen, I ain't never. Yo, nigga, yo, listen. Hey, man, a person said you ate salmon. Until I said, yo, I just couldn't be a savage like y'all. No, I'm sorry, man. I don't feel good eating that. I don't feel good eating the reason why you want a nigga to die at a time. Fuck out of here. Another person say, why you want a nigga to die? Because another person, Mushu, was feeding me Mushu meat. You know, they were killing people, living like headhunters and just murdering individuals because they were scared of headhunters, trying to influence headhunters to stay away and stuff. Niggas pressing them to kill him. If I'm eating a conduct that already received trauma vibrations, why you think you want to kill me in a paradigm? Because you're savage ass, and probably because the witchcraft voodoo that you were doing in Australia. So once my family knows that, they know to go look for all y'all stink Australian stink pussy bitches and bye bye. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here, man. Yo, listen. Let me just be real with you, man. Yo, the dream I had with the girl is beyond serious, man. You know, I tell you, I'm like, yo, listen, it's this funny thing about a person says, yo, me being Hades. I would refine myself. I would refine my eye. But I don't got time for that. I don't got time for that. Another person says, yo, man, yo, and part of me, Dolph, they figuring out that I'm your family, and they want to Rosh Hashanah, nigga. I don't know for what reason they want to Rosh Hashanah, nigga. But I'm going to just tell you just like this. I don't give a fuck, and I'm going to keep doing me, and you hear me anyway. I'm the nicest nigga that ever did it, and I'm going to be real, and I'm going to just keep making documentaries if I want, because I don't think I'm going to make documentaries like this anymore. A person's already mad, then I ain't on, like, I ain't educating or giving some form of high intellectual, it wouldn't even be entertainment. It would be called schooling and individuals having real educational fun a certain type of way. So, but, I'm the nicest that ever did it. I don't even give a fuck. I'm going to just keep going. So, anyway, I'm going to just say just like this. I don't got time. I don't got time for individual thinking that they're gonna be more nicer than me. Because I tell you, Pacifica pussy stink, and I'ma still be universal because my waters. Yo, listen, I got Star Water wise. Yo, listen, my waters is cleaner than what the fuck you can even breathe, nigga. So I'm out. That's all I'm gonna tell you. But yo, later for y'all niggas. And you ain't getting that type of equality because that'll kill you. It ain't your part of your social economics. So stop begging for certain things. You should have thought about cleaning your own situations. You seen my architectural ideas with a water filter for the ocean. Then figure it out. That's it. And you ain't figuring me out. Figure out what's dirty in this shit. And on top of it, my shit is gold and diamonds, literally. You think about that. It won't be your type of shit of quality. And if a person try to make it look like shit at a time, that